This is about top 10 Tuesdays. Of course, it's Wednesday. I'm going to talk about top 10 horror movies. Here's my top 10. No particular order. House on Haunted Hill. Yep, House on Haunted Hill, 1959. I was down in St. John, New Brunswick, and I went and seen this at the show. It was called The Uptown. My sister Dale, I think she was there probably at least a couple of years older than I was. One of the first shows, movies I ever went to see was this one, House on Haunted Hill. Yeah, so we got to the show, theater, got our seats, got a drink of popcorn. I would think so. Dale and I sitting there. This place was packed. There was kids there, grown-ups there, all kinds of people. Pretty packed theater for a Saturday afternoon. House on Haunted Hill. So the theater goes all dark. Right? It's dark. You can hardly see anything. People, talking a little bit, but just sitting there kind of quiet. And all of a sudden, up in the corner, right-hand corner, up there in the corner, there's a little rustling, and out came this goddamn skeleton on a rope, sliding down this rope, scared the shit out of everybody. They were all screaming and yelling and hollering, and then after they started laughing. Yeah, I remember that quite well. Yeah, that did happen. Anyway, that's a very good movie. It's a fun movie, right? It's House on Haunted Hill, Vincent Price. We all know that one. Well, we should know it, right? The other one was, of course, Frankenstein. Let's talk about Frankenstein for a minute. 1931, Boris Karloff, of course, right? Now, I remember, I've seen bits and pieces of Frankenstein before. I never saw the whole movie until, I think it was sometime in the 60s, I think, or early 60s when I was up here and first got up here in Toronto for, I don't know, 2 or 3 years or something like that. And I can't remember the station. I don't know whether it was 5 or 9 or... Anyway, there was a station showing movies, old movies, Friday or Saturday night, one of the two. One of them was first time I ever saw Frankenstein all the way through. And I was up, staying up late at night to watch these movies. Everybody else went to bed, right? So I stayed up and watched Frankenstein. Oh yeah, I remember that quite well. And the other one I watched back then, the same time period, I watched a few movies, black and white movies. Of course, they had commercials in them. Commercials, right? Late at night was Dracula, 1931. Yeah. Late at night, I can't, like I said, I can't remember. Friday or Saturday. It was one of those 2 nights. And once the movies ended, the TV shut down. There was nothing after that. The thing came on. The lights went on and it started going, that was it, right? So you went to bed. TV shut down in the early 60s, sometimes in the 60s. Yeah, there wasn't this all-night thing going on forever and ever in all these stations. The other one was a newer type movie in 1982. Yeah, it was called Poltergeist. Poltergeist. Nice family. Little girl, another girl, teenager, on the phone all the time, and a little boy, likes reading comic books, Star Wars, stuff like that. Mom and Dad have a little smoke here and there, right? So this movie just points out to the fact that you got to watch where you build your houses at, right? Right? You can't be, you got to watch where you build houses at because, it might come back to bite your ass. Anyway, this movie is very fun, a lot of enjoyment out of this one, right? So, Poltergeist. Yeah, that's Craig T. Nelson and Joe Beth Williams. Yeah, that was a great movie when it first came out. A lot of people went and seen that one too at the show. I never went. I don't believe I saw that at the show. Here's another. This one's older. Well, this one next up is the Uninvited, 1944. Yes, black and white movie, of course. Brother and sister. Yeah. They notice an old house, of course, up on the hill, overlooking the water and stuff like that, and they're fascinated with this house. So, yeah, they decide to buy it. They buy it off this gentleman, right? And this gentleman has a daughter, right? And the daughter has something to do with the house. But there's a lot of things going on in this house. Like this house is cold. One of the rooms seemed to be cold, stuff like that. Even the dog don't like this house. The dog don't like it? Come on. Anyway, this is a very well done movie. Kind of scares you, gets you thinking a little bit. Yeah, The Uninvited. Now the other one was another one from 1963. Is The Haunting. Yeah, Julie Harris. She sleeps on the couch at home with her brother or something like that. Yeah, she's a little bit, I don't know, she's different, let's put it that way. She's different. So she gets invited to go to this haunted house. So what does she do? Yeah, her brother tells her, you can't take the car. So she takes the car and buggers off and ends up at this haunted house. This movie has one strange ending to it. Find it fascinating. If you haven't seen The Haunting, bang! Doors and stuff. Did you knock at the door? No, it wasn't me. You gotta watch it. The Haunting, 1963. Yes, Julie Harris. Excellent movie. Black Christmas. Yes, made here in Canada. Yeah, starring Margot Kidder. 3 or 4 years later, she's in Superman as Lois Lane. Bunch of sorority girls in a house. Yes. Christmas time, Christmas Eve, a couple of days after Christmas. Yeah, it's very creepy. It's a creepy movie. Not so much, you don't see too much, I guess, really too much slashing going on, but it stands out. One of the first movies in that line that I remember, kind of a slashy type movie, right? Of course, I'm pretty sure it's made here in Toronto. I could be wrong again, sometimes I am. So yeah, Black Christmas, 1974. Margot Kidder. Gotta watch that one. Who's on the Phone? There's another good one from 1956. Don't Go to Sleep. Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Dana Winter. Yeah. Nice sleepy little town. Everybody knows everybody. It's a great place to live. Things start going a little different. People start acting funny, and you notice, like, what's wrong with Jimmy down the street? Oh, nothing's wrong with him. Yeah, sure, there's nothing wrong with him. And all of a sudden, people start noticing, a few of them, right? Like, who's this guy? What's going on here? Yeah, and then there's pods. Yeah, pods. Yeah. They put them beside people when they're sleeping. And the pods turn into the person. And where does the person go? I don't know. I think they kill them. I don't know where they go. But anyway, these people turn into people. These pods, I should say, turn into people. Yeah, it's a real creepy movie. Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Sci-fi at its best, and horror. Just imagine. You can't go to sleep. You take sleeping pills, drink coffee, everything you can do, just don't go to sleep. Another one, another Vincent Price movie, this one. Yes, Last Man on Earth, 1960. Starts off, it's a family man. He's got a wife, he's got a daughter, right? He goes to work every day. Things start happening. Yeah. Strange things start happening. People getting a disease. Then the army comes by and starts taking all these dead people away and starts burning them. Yeah. There's zombies walking around. Zombies knocking on his door at nighttime. He's alone in the house. Got the house all locked up. He's got garlic hanging on the doors. He's got mirrors. Come out, Jimmy. We want to play. We know you're in there. Don't go outside, the zombies are gonna get you. Last Man on Earth. Vincent Price. And the last but not least, second, third, seventh, whatever you want to call it, Night of the Living Dead, 1966. Of course, got zombies in it. Barbara. Yeah. So there's a few people end up inside this house. They lock the doors, the zombies are outside. They're trying to get in. They're walking around the house, zombies. Yeah, and they eat people. They gnaw on their elbows. You gotta love horror movies. Sometimes, once in a while, I get a little confused. What is a horror movie, though? What describes a horror movie? What exactly is a horror movie? They're all monster movies, horror movies? I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. Some people can call a horror movie, and that's exactly what it is. Then there's sometimes confusion in what a horror movie is. Anyway, it's Top 10 Tuesday, right? Horror movies. Of course, it's Wednesday, and I'm late. What's next Tuesday's Top 10? I have no idea. Anyway, gentlemen, grumpy old gentleman on film. Yeah, I'll talk to everybody later. Have a good week. And let me know what's going on for next Tuesday, because I haven't the foggiest. All right, talk to everybody later. Oh yeah, down in St. John, New Brunswick, with my sister Dale. I still remember that day quite well. We had to go leave our house on Main Street, walk up the viaduct, like a viaduct type of thing, goes up. That's why we called it Uptown. And I think there was three or four shows in around, the same area type of thing. But yeah, and we used to go to the shows on Saturday morning. Yeah, that's another story. I'll tell you about that story some other time. Anyway, people, stay safe. Keep watching those movies.